There are seasons in life when the people we thought would always be there suddenly aren't. And sometimes they don't offer an explanation. They just leave. A message is left unanswered. A visit never happens again. A connection that once felt unbreakable quietly dissolves, and you're left holding silence. It's in these quiet exits that the soul often aches the most. Not because someone left, but because they left without saying why, without a word, without closure. And you begin to wonder, was it something I did? Was I not enough? But sometimes there is no answer, and maybe, just maybe, there isn't supposed to be. This is not the kind of loss that comes with funerals or tears. It's the kind of loss that comes with absence, unexplained, unreturned, unexpected, and you carry it quietly. But I want you to understand this. You do not have to chase explanations from people who chose to walk away from you. You do not have to reduce yourself, shrink your light, compromise your peace, or beg for belonging. If someone no longer chooses to walk beside you, let them go. Because sometimes their exit is part of your elevation. And this is where healing begins. Sometimes people leave not because you are flawed, but because they are finished. They are finished with their season in your life. And just as the seasons shift without asking permission, some relationships shift too, quietly but decisively. You were never meant to cling to everyone forever. God, in His divine wisdom, allows certain people to walk with you for only a chapter, not the entire book. But when we confuse a chapter for the whole story, we hold on to what was supposed to be temporary. And in that holding, we begin to hurt. Not because of who left, but because we wouldn't let go. Letting go is not rejection. Letting go is release. When someone exits your life with no warning, no closure, and no clarity, they are not defining your worth. They are revealing their inability to continue the journey with you. Don't take that personally. Sometimes people walk away because they cannot handle who you're becoming. They knew the former version of you, the one who needed them, the one who always said yes, the one who dimmed her light to keep peace. But now, you're growing. And growth intimidates people who are committed to staying the same. Let them go. It is not your duty to explain your value to those who walked away from it. You are not responsible for fixing the confusion someone else chose to leave you with. Healing doesn't come from getting answers. Healing comes from deciding you are still whole, even without them. You are still worthy, still chosen, still deeply loved by God. Even if they left, even if they said nothing, even if they never returned. Jesus understands this silence. In the Garden of Gethsemane, as he wept and prayed, his closest friends, Peter, James, and John, slept. They could not stay awake with him in his sorrow. When the soldiers came, they all fled. He was betrayed, abandoned, and denied by the very people he walked closely with. Yet he continued. He didn't beg them to come back. He didn't seek closure from Peter. He fulfilled his purpose, even with the pain. You can too. You don't need everyone to understand you. You don't need everyone to stay. You don't need to be everyone's choice. You just need to be whole in God. Letting go is not weakness. It's wisdom. You do not have to mourn what God is removing. Some friendships are exits in disguise. Some family bonds are unhealthy cords that must be cut. Some relationships are assignments that have reached their end. When they walk away without a reason, pause, but don't pursue. Reflect, but don't rehearse the pain. Feel it, but don't hold it. Instead, lift your heart to God and say, I may not understand why they left, but I trust you with what remains. Because sometimes when people leave, it clears space for peace. It makes room for maturity. It opens you to new voices, new growth, new grace. There are friendships God allowed to fall off quietly because they were quietly draining you. There are family members He created space from, not because you hate them, but because their presence was hindering your healing. There are companions who were attached to your insecurity, not your identity. And when you began to grow, they began to go. Let them. Stop chasing people who made a decision to stop choosing you. Stop replaying conversations that never happened. Stop building bridges to people who burn them with silence. Let their absence be the answer. Let their silence speak what they could not say. Let their distance be divine. And let your heart rest. You are not hard to love. You are not disposable. You are not invisible. You are growing. And growth comes with pruning. God prunes people too, not to harm, but to heal. And sometimes the people we want to keep are the ones standing in the way of who we're becoming. Let them go. If they were meant to stay, they would have stayed. If they were meant to understand, they would have asked. If they were meant to walk with you, they wouldn't have walked away from you. This is not the time to carry shame. This is the time to reclaim your soul. You are still enough, even if they left. You are still called, even if they don't call you anymore. You are still seen, even if they no longer see you. Letting them go is not bitterness, it's becoming. Letting them go is not hate, it's healing. Letting them go is not closing your heart, it's opening it to something more aligned. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to chase revenge. You don't have to explain. You can just breathe and release. And let peace do what people could not. You are not alone in this. Many carry unspoken pain from the ones they trusted the most, and yet they rise. You will too. There will be new people. There will be those who don't need explanations to love you. There will be friends who stay. There will be connections that build instead of break, and you will not have to force them. They will just fit, and you'll realize what left made room for what lasts. So today, speak softly to your soul. I do not chase what God removed. I do not force what walked away. I do not beg for seats at tables where I was never welcome. I sit in peace. I walk in clarity. I trust what leaves, and I welcome what stays, because I know God never subtracts without adding. Let them go. Let peace come. Lord, give me the strength to release those who left me in silence. Help me to stop chasing closure where you have already closed the door. Fill the empty spaces with your peace. Heal the quiet ache. And remind me that I am still whole, still seen, and still worthy of love. Amen. Let this be your turning point. Let their absence become your clarity, and let your healing speak louder than the goodbye they never gave you. If this touched your heart, take a moment to breathe, reflect, and subscribe to the channel for more quiet strength like this. Your peace is precious. Guard it. We'll talk again soon.